With documents, test of the draft amendment for the budget law. The second reading is done and we are waiting on the third reading to have their budget. We hear the third reading may be on Saturday. The rumors in Iraq are along with that third reading they will announce the HCL. I am told there is a good chance it could be published in this Saturday's Gazette. I heard that from a couple folks who believe that is going to be our go. We may be in for a crazy few days everyone. Securities Commission, Iraq Stock Exchange leads Arab financial markets. Quote, the Arab Monetary Fund mentioned in its monthly report for October 2024 the distinguished performance of Arab financial markets, as the Iraq Stock Exchange topped the list of best performing markets during the month, recording a growth of 12.39%, ahead of the rest of the markets in the region. Someone right now can buy 1 million dinars for $1,200, $1,300, but when the blessing occurs you're going to end up spending $1 million to buy 1 million dinars. No, I don't think so. But the whales and sharks will. They'll buy 1 million dinar for $1 million because they know as it floats it'll go to $3 million and they made a killing. That's when the sharks make their money. They smell the chum right now and some of them are moving, but not as much as they will when it happens. When it happens, big boys play with big money. We did have some good news out of Iraqi parliament. Parliamentary finance, satisfaction and optimism with the rate of completion of the government program. They want you to know that they made great progress and have expectations for the budget to be voted on in the next few days. Let me tell you what I think about how everything is going to affect this investment in Iraq. Trump already told you, they're going to drill baby drill. When he spoke with Elon Musk, and Rand Paul doing something about the Federal Reserve, he told the people specifically do what you need to do but stay away from the oil. Period. He'll handle the oil. We're going back to being the #1 exporter of energy. The last time he did that, it drove prices way down, damn near bankrupt Iraq. That's what Trump did last time for Iraq. Central Bank completes examination for granting certified branch manager. The ending of the auctions is very significant and very telling. It was the reason for all this thievery, all of this profiteering that was the lifeline of the parallel market. This is an interesting moment and I think things are being built and put in possession for this stoppage because they said to the citizens, at that time it will be a financial turning point. What comes after the auctions? Purchasing power. Comment, there are rumors HCL is done. Marks, they are operating as if HCL was done. I am convinced it is done, just not officially announced yet. Question, what is HCL? Marks, hydrocarbon law. It's the profit sharing between the Erbil region and Iraq. We were told when it is passed, the RV can occur. Within days of it passing, the new rate should be out. It may be time to start getting excited. What we're seeing is some of the most exciting times we've ever seen. Article, Iraq is positioned to create a robust digital economy. It could emerge as a model for how thoughtful policy and collaboration can fast-track a nation into the digital age, unlocking vast potential for years to come. This is big. I can't believe it's finally seeming to be upon us. The digital transformation of Iraq has gotten to the stage where the digital world is going forward. Everything is in place for the monetary reform to be given to the Iraqi citizens. The Prime Minister and Alak are telling the citizens, we are 95% done with the monetary reform. We also know at the end of this year, December 31st, the auctions come to an end. It was the dollar that was keeping the Iraqi dinar stable. What are you going to do when you don't have the auction? When you cannot use the dollar anymore in your country? You gave the dollar because the dollar had a very good exchange rate. Now the dollar is taken away, you need a very good exchange rate. That is exactly what they are doing, in my very strong opinion. They're saying we're at 95%. Where's the 5%? It's an awful lot of different things being requested by Donald Trump, by Iraq. Political expert Mohammed al-Dulaimi said today, Thursday, that the head of the Progress Alliance, Mohammed al-Halbasi, met with Zionist figures during his current visit to the United States of America. Al-Dulaimi stated in a statement to Al-Maluma agency that the head of the Progress Alliance, Mohammed al-Halbasi, held meetings during his current visit to the United States of America with Zionist figures, during which he discussed the events in Syria and Iraq without knowing the agreements concluded between the two parties and in the presence of senior officials in the U.S. State Department. He added that the meeting is a violation of Iraq's sovereignty, as Halbasi does not hold any official position after his dismissal from the presidency of the House of Representatives, in addition to the fact that the visit was without the knowledge of the central government and was coordinated with the American embassy in Baghdad, indicating that this visit came after Zionist threats were issued to strike Iraq with an American green light. He pointed out that al-Halbasi had previously visited Jordan and met with a number of its officials without disclosing what was discussed in the meeting, which was completely confidential, explaining that al-Halbasi had organized many political and tribal conferences supporting the establishment of the Anbar region within the U.S. administration's orientations to divide Iraq into small, disintegrated sectarian states vulnerable to interference. An economic expert revealed the reason behind Iraq's import of large quantities of gold. Mana al-Obeidi said in a statement received by Euphrates News, that according to data on exports from countries, specifically the UAE, which has become the largest exporter to Iraq in terms of value, we find that more than 42% of the UAE's exports to Iraq are